Alright guys, Brian, Isaac, we're doing Down and Dirty. Alright guys, today's Down and Dirty is how to extract some stumps from the ground. I'm going to show you right away. You can't just grab a hold of these stumps and pull them out. You can really see the machine's struggling and pulling and the stump's not going nowhere. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to dig around the stump and we're going to just use 6 inches of bucket towards the stump side is all we're going to use to dig the dirt out, to pop the root balls out, and we're going to kind of dissect it like a knife would, basically a tomato, to give you the best example I could possibly think of right this second. But we're just going to start, and we're going to pull 4 or 6 inches at a time. You don't have to throw the dirt extremely far. But we're going to try to work around the side, the back, the front, and the other side. So we're going to go all 4 sides, reaching around, just trying to bust the root system. And I'm not gonna just sit there and try to pry this bad boy out like this. I'm not going to just crank on it. That's not going to do nothing but destroy the machine over time. It's hard on the pins. But instead, what we are going to do is we're going to let the hydraulics work. We're going to cut anywhere from 1 inch to 6 inches out at a time. We're going to kind of slide that bucket underneath that stump every chance we get to help bust a little bit of the root ball up and get it free from the dirt. So typically right around 16, 18 inches for these little bit of smaller trees work. Some of the big boys, you might be a 5-6 foot hole to get that root ball out. But you'll know once you're through the root system, you'll just kind of pull right through the dirt like you were digging, like so. We're gonna jump over to the left side, reach far enough back. There's a big root. We're gonna jump over it right now. And sometimes when you hit the root, you're not going to be able to just rip right through it. But once you free up that dirt, you can start chiseling on it like a pick, busting that root system right up. So we're going to just slowly extract some dirt around this root. That feels like the resistance and the joysticks are stopping us at. Yep, right there. As you can see, right there's the root system. So we're going to pry it up. Bam! You hear that? Look at that. Look at that. I might have done 1 or 2 of these before. We're going to start working around the back side. And as you'll notice, I'll grab hold of that stump. It might move a little, but it's not going to just fall over. So, you see how it's loosening up a little? We're getting a little bit of a jiggle out of it. Typically, these stumps, you need to pop 4 sides. And you need to start getting a little bit of the root underneath it for these things to just, they'll roll right out more or less. You don't have to pry in the machine, just let the machine dig. When you feel the resistance, just give the bucket just a little wiggle, trying to pop it up, because what you're doing is you're actually wiggling the root right out of the dirt. These things latch on, they grow 1,000 freaking different ways. So all we're going to do now is just pop the bucket on through, right through the roots, and get those roots bound right out. So we're moving around. We're going to dig the other 2 sides. Once we dig these 2 sides, I'll show you. I'll grab hold of that stump and we'll see if she'll move a little more. It should move a little more. It might roll right out. Sometimes they'll expect you. There's a main root we just broke. Did you see that stump spin? Let's try to give her just a little pull. Bam! So there's typically always 1 or 2 main roots, which we had one here to the left and one on the back side. Once you feel those main roots, and I'm talking the big ones, 5-6 inches for a little stump like this, that's about when this stump will walk out. You know, you'll get the little itty bitty stumps that you could just walk over and pluck right out, and then you'll get big stumps that are going to need a 5-6 foot hole. Well, there's your stump. There's the aftermath. Thanks for watching our Down and Dirty.